What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where I bring you some of the best and most premier NFL draft prospects. And for this year's 2025 NFL draft, I have a guy he's one of the biggest offensive linemen in this year's draft, and he packs a punch and will lay you out. This guy is 6'5", 360 pounds, coming out of Vanderbilt. A couple fun facts about him. He's part of that offensive line that nearly beat Texas, but they manhandled Virginia Tech. They manhandled Alabama, right? And this is a team that coming into the college football season, man, a lot of people are just like, okay, probably get 4 or 5 wins. No, they actually went to a bowl game and they won that, and he is an anchor of that offense, man. When it comes to run blocking, pass blocking, I want this guy on my NFL team. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take and introduce 2025 NFL draft prospect, Xavier Castillo. Xavier, how you doing today, man?
Good. Thank you for the introduction. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Super blessed to have you on, man. Yes, sir, man. Well, dude, the NFL draft is a couple of months away. We're going to get into a couple things in this interview, talk about your journey, some of the work that you're putting in, and a lot of your accomplishments, man. You're a very well decorated offensive lineman. But take us from the beginning, man. Where are you from, and when did you first fall in love with the game of football?
Yeah, I'm from Kissimmee, Florida. I was born in Rhode Island, moved here when I was 6. Um, Kind of fell in love and found football when I moved to Florida. Um, Grew up playing baseball most of my life when I was 3. Played that most of my life, and then started playing football around 10. Um, and then I just fell in love with it. From the first time I played, and that was it. And I just never stopped playing, and I wanted to keep doing it, so that's what I did.
Love it, man. You say you were born in Rhode Island. What part of Rhode are you from?
Providence.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I graduated from Middletown High School, so very
Okay.
familiar.
Cool.
Do you ever
Thank
go
you.
back often, or?
Nah, I used to, not anymore though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got.
last time I went back, I was maybe 8 or 9.
Okay, very
Yeah.
cool, very cool.
Yeah.
You're a big guy, man. Man, I take it you never played receiver, man. But were there any
No.
other positions on the ball that you've played before? Or?
Played a little bit of D line here and there, but most of my career, I mostly played O line, whether it was tackle, guard, or center.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Now you're very. I was reading online. You're a very decorated high school football player in Kissimmee, man. Like you had an amazing career, and then you chose Vanderbilt, man. Why Vandy?
I've coaches. I messed with the coaching staff that they had before there. The O line coach that was there at the time, he had came from Rutgers, and at Rutgers, he had offered me, and we had kept in contact. Then he went to Vanderbilt, and he offered me again, and just stayed consistent with me, and stayed in contact with me, and we built a really great relationship. And I really like that he stuck with me. So he really changed and helped me, and then also the city and the degree. I mean, I'm lucky to graduate from there, such a prestigious school, and that was a driving factor to my decision. Glad I got that done, and living in Nashville is great. It's fun, and yeah, so that was my what influenced my decision.
Love it, man. And I don't know if you're a barbecue fan. I heard Nashville has some pretty good barbecue too.
Yeah, definitely a big barbecue fan. Love Nashville's food.
Awesome, man. I went to Edley's a couple years ago, in 2018, and I almost gave him my whole bank account, man. That was
Yeah,
magical. Very good food
it's
there.
really good. There's a whole bunch of them, but Ellis is really good though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. A lot happened, man. You guys got Diego Pavia, man. That dude is a force to be reckoned with. True underdog. Talk to me about the importance of having a relationship with your quarterback, man. Because I said you're blocking for him, you're protecting him, you are his bodyguard essentially, right? And he is relying on you to make sure, hey, you help out with this drive. Make sure you keep the pocket clean as possible, man. Talk to me about that relationship with you and Diego.
Yeah, the one of those things as an offensive lineman, one of those if you say 10 commandments of the offensive line, you got to keep your quarterback clean. And that's just one of those things that's ingrained in you in youth ball. You don't want to have your quarterback on the ground. So that's the day one thing. And then building a relationship, it's going and and that happens through practice and work. And so when you're going through the tough fall camp or summer practices or whatever, like with deep into the into training and stuff. When you go through those late drives and you have a quarterback pushing you and stuff, and you fighting for him, he's fighting for you. You're making his job easier. He's making yours easier. It's easy to build a relationship and to have success.
I love that, man. Now, man, you've done your thing even last college football season, man. Like you had some like really good games, like really high PPR and stuff like that. This year, man, is a big game that caught everybody by storm was against Virginia Tech, and how violent that D line is, man. Walk me through that game, man. What made that game? And then we could even talk about Alabama and the victory over them too. What made those two games like so triumphant for you guys?
One of the big things was we haven't had a lot of success at Vanderbilt before those two games.
Mhm.
Um, Going into Virginia Tech, we had won two games the season prior. A lot of turnaround in roster and coaching. So it was going into it like we knew what we wanted to do, but it was just like that 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 media and like that buzz around Vanderbilt was like it's just going to be the same old thing. But we knew we wanted to prove everybody wrong, so it was just that drive and that chip on our shoulder that really made both those games special. And I was glad to be a part of both of them after having so many not so very not a lot of winning seasons in my career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. What was it that kept not only you but also the team humble this year?
Like I said, just remaining that chip on our shoulder,
Yeah,
like going back to like before the season, before anybody was talking about Vanderbilt, before any of the wins, before any of that, like just having that chip on our shoulder, remaining humble, remaining headstrong, and going with the mission, which was winning this season. So
love that, man. Love that. Now I watched a lot of the tape. I even watched, even though you guys they barely edged y'all out, man, but you guys were competitive and chippy as all can be. The Texas game, I
yeah,
watched the one-on-one battles and I played it over and over and over again. And bro, you did your thing in that game. And like
yeah,
Texas is a nightmare. Like that defensive front is really competitive, man. So
pretty good, yeah, very
you,
good.
you you did really great, man. Talk to me about the work that you put in, man. Like, what was the difference between the 2023 season and 2024 season for you?
The difference I think was just a difference in like knowledge of the game. Like I took a lot of time to learn more about football and like our schemes as an offense. Also learning a new position helped, and our coach, our new O line coach, Coach K, Coach Klanakis, he's a dog. He's a great. He's a goat. He's taught me so much. He helped me. He really helped me transition and figure out more about the knowledge and like the different side of football, like the actual game that's being played on both sides. So yeah, I give a lot of credit to Coach K, and I get a lot of credit to just trying to learn more about the game.
I love that, man. I love that. Who are some players, man, that you typically model your game after?
I mean, everybody I think loves Trent Williams, just like his nastiness.
Yeah,
I love him. I love Quinn Nelson. I love his nastiness, his game.
that's pretty cool, man. That you model your game after him, man. When is your pro day coming up?
March 19th.
Ooh, okay, very nice. So, where are you currently training right now?
I'm currently training at DSP in Orlando, De La Cruz Sports Performance with Ben De La Cruz over there at UCF.
And what are some parts of your skill set that you're hoping to help pop on your pro day?
My efficiency and like my footwork, I want to get that better. I want to prove to scouts and everybody that I can be efficient and I can be quick with my first step and my drive. Also, like my power, I want to show that, like just run blocking and how I can move in the pass game too.
Yeah, man. And you're a really fit guy. I was looking at pictures of you from like the 2022 season,
Mm.
2023 season, and then there's this season. I'm like, oh, this guy, he's big on top of big, man. So, man, just talk to me about like the diet and some of the things that go into that.
Yeah, so I'm on a diet plan right now. Just a meal plan. Got all my meals prepped, the fridge full of them. So just trying to get down, get right, get my body right, get stronger, body comp right. So that's one of those big things going into pro day too.
That's awesome, man. If you had to guess, like a range approximately between bench and then also your 40 time, where do you want to hit, and where do you think that you'll hit?
Um, I probably say bench. I want to get at least 28, more than 28. That's my goal.
Okay.
Um, and then in the 40 time, I want to run around a 5.2,
Okay.
5.2
That's
or
awesome.
faster, and I think that should be good enough to prove everybody what I can do, and let
Love
the
it, man. Yeah, a 6'5", 360, running a 5'2". That's a freight train, man. That's awesome, man. And you play quicker than that on film too, man. So like you got like really, really good footwork and stuff, and you put your hands on people, bro, and you just lay them out, man. So I've seen that on your film, man, which is super dope, man. I'm pretty. If I had to guess, I'm pretty sure you're one of Diego's favorites, man.
hopefully, man, hopefully.
Awesome, man. Anything that go into your pregame, man? Do you do any like listen to like any certain types of music? Or I mean, John Henderson is a guy. He let somebody slap him in the face before a game, would get him pissed off, and he would go crazy. I'm
Yeah,
sure you
I
probably
think I've
don't do
seen
that.
that before, actually. Yeah, I've seen a clip of that before, but no, I don't do nothing like that. I listen to music. I like to listen to music. I got a playlist with a whole bunch of different songs, all different types of genres, no matter what. So I just let that play, skip around to whatever I like to feel, whatever I like to hear in a moment.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it. I don't really do anything else than that.
That's dope, man. Growing up in Central Florida, man, do you have a favorite NFL team? Or
Well, I living in Rhode Island for 5 years, I always grew up all Boston sports fans. I always grew up like that. So when I moved here, stuck with that. So Patriots, Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins. It don't matter what it is. I don't even watch hockey or anything like that. But
yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So
yeah,
I got to ask you, man, when Brady came to Buccaneers, man, did you get a Bucks jersey or?
no, I didn't get a Bucks jersey, but if it was pretty cool. I'm glad he came to the Bucks. I mean, if I had to choose another team other than the Patriots, and I would say the Bucks would be my next favorite. So it
That's
was cool.
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. For NFL scouts, man, they like to do a lot of digging, man, to get to know people. And hey, what was this guy like in class? I've heard stories of them talking to, science teachers, from middle school, just crazy stuff, man. But as far as like you as a person, athlete, man, what's something you want, NFL scouts to know about you that they may not know already?
Just that, I mean, I don't really do much. I just put my head down and work. I just don't do anything but put my head down and grind. I don't go out much. All I really like to do is play football. Love to watch football. I even play video games. I love to play football on a video game. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's pretty much all I do. There's nothing
Love it,
else.
man.
Yeah,
Out of this long football journey that you've had, and it's been an amazing journey, a triumphant journey. You even went out on top, winning the Birmingham Bowl. It's
yeah.
amazing. Man, what motivates you in life, man?
Um, Honestly, I want to prove my family right. Um, they always had high expectations of me and wanted me to do great things, and always expected me to do great things. So I want to prove them right. I want to prove to them that like they had their faith and their investment was worth it. So
I love that. I love that, man. I always like to ask this question too, man. When it comes to scheme, offensive linemen, they have different styles of blocking and stuff. Is there a offensive scheme that you like the most that helps for your skills to pop out the most to NFL teams?
yeah, I love gap scheme. No matter what it is, power, duo, counter, it don't matter. I love gap scheme. Center or guard, I love both. I love using the techniques at both. So I love to pull too. So yeah, I love any power or gap scheme. Um, it's probably might be my favorite. I love to zone block too, like a good base block. But I love the run block. It's my favorite. But
Man, that's
yeah,
awesome, bro. That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah, you look at teams like the Miami Dolphins. They are depleted at the interior of their offensive line. Quarterback keep getting injured. The backup come in, he get injured. I mean, it's a mess, right? So
yeah.
you can see you in a scheme like that where you're just super adaptable. You have experience playing guard, center, and stuff. Now, do you have a preference, or are you just like, hey, coach, put me in kind of thing?
Whatever get me on the field, whatever you need me to do, I'm down to do it. So
Love it,
that's
man.
yeah, that's been my mentality all pretty much my whole life. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And how are you when it comes to like learning playbooks? Obviously, learning new playbooks like moving to a new country, and you got to pick up the language pretty quick, man. How adaptable are you?
I think I should be. I'm pretty good. I mean, I went from 3 years running the same playbook to last spring, turning around and learning a whole different one. So I think I should be straight. I mean, granted, our playbook wasn't that hard, but I I feel like I should be good. It's not that hard for me to pick up on. I love learning about football. Love learning the game. So it should be good learning new playbooks.
Nice, nice. Now, a very controversial thing in the NFL is the tush push, or if you're from Philly, they call it the brotherly shove.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's basically where the quarterback, you already know, he gets behind the biggest offensive lineman, and they push to a first down if it's like 4th and 1, 4th and 2, or something like that. Have you found yourself in any situations like that where you're like, hey, I need to clear the way and everybody get the hell out of the way?
There was one time during the season we ran not a tush push,
Mhm.
but sort of like a tush push. It was kind of like a trick play, but had somebody sneak under, and like I had to snap the ball while the quarterback was waving his hand. So there was one trick play like that where I had to like move the ball, move the pilot, and like be locked in, and that was one of those times I can think of. Yeah, we got the first down too, so that was great. I think we
Hey,
scored on the drive also.
that's awesome, man. What for those who don't know, what game was that in?
I think it was Kentucky, if
Okay.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was Kentucky. Yeah,
Nice. They got that D tackle, man. Deion Walker, I
yeah,
think his
yeah,
name is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man,
He was pretty good. Yeah, he was big. That was
yeah,
pretty good.
man. You went up against some like crazy talent this year. Like I said, like
Mhm.
you are the anchor of that offensive line. We're not talking about Diego Pavia unless we're mentioning Xavier Castillo and some of the other offensive linemen as well too. Like y'all O line is legit, and you have a playmaking quarterback like that. It goes to being said, like y'all come together. You know what I mean? So any NFL team that takes and gets you, they're gonna get a guy who's gonna take and be a stable. You know what I mean? Like you are, as I mentioned, like even coming into the season, like you're already like a really big guy, but man, you got even like more like finesse. You know what I mean? Like more leaner, and then just like your mindset coming to the game for the whole team, man, has just been great, man. So, brother, congratulations on like all
Thank
of your
you.
success. That's truly, truly amazing. What do you want your legacy to be? College football is officially over.
Yeah.
You guys won the you guys say won the Birmingham Bowl, and then there's NFL draft in a couple months, man. What do you want your legacy to be?
Just inspire somebody that, yeah, like hard working, just put your head down and do what you got to do, and good things gonna happen to you. Have faith in God, keep your faith, and you know, just keep doing what you're doing. Put your head down. Don't get too distracted, and you can do the right thing, and you can make something good in life. That's just what I want to inspire people to think that way. They don't have to do what everybody else does. They could just do the hard things. If they get through the hard things, then they can do whatever.
I love that. Love that. It's very true, man. I mean, you see it all the time where people have so much talent, and it's not just in football. They may be really good at science, or they may be a really good fireman. I mean, whatever
Sure.
field that they're in, but following the crowd is not always the best thing, especially if that crowd is heading down the path of death, So
Exactly.
absolutely, man. Well, man, Xavier, dude, thank you so much for taking that time of your busy schedule. For those who don't know, I was able to sneak him in here during in between workouts, man, because my guy is putting in work for his pro day and then the NFL draft. So before you go, man, any shout outs at all, man?
Shout out DSP, shout out Ben, shout out David, shout out all my guys from Vandy, shout out Vanderbilt O-line. Yeah, appreciating. Yeah, years past. Man, the union from this year, yeah. Shout out everybody. Shout out everybody that helped me out.
Man, it's a blessing, man. Y'all comment below. Let us know how this interview made you feel. I'll have all the social media stuff down below in the description of this video. Also, as well, comment below. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see y'all next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Thank you for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.